I'm going to introduce the cleansing method that I use to cleanse my home. Sometimes we have negative energy that enters into our home, energy that we need to cleanse ourselves, chakras that we need to cleanse, auras, and things like that. And so it's very, very, very important that you sometimes take the moment or the time to cleanse. And I'm just going to explain how I cleanse. So basically what I do is I cleanse by using a sage stick. Now, sage is an herbal remedy used by Native Americans and other cultures for healing purposes and for cleansing as well. Now, I was introduced to sage probably in January of this year, the beginning of this year. The reason why is because I was going through so many changes in my life and I didn't understand like what was happening. At the time, I lost my job. I failed a major licensing exam that I needed to pass. A relationship ended. My mom got hospitalized for some time, and it all happened within 30 days. And it was just like, bam, 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 thank you, ma'am. And another thing is that the apartment that I resided in was very dark and very like dreary. And oftentimes I feel myself like getting somewhat down and not feeling good in there. The lighting was poor. Just so many things. So bringing in the new year, I didn't want to bring in any energy from the last year, especially since the energy that was, that I closed out. So I was recommended by one of the spiritual teachers that I went to go see in January was to cleanse my apartment using sage. Now, white sage is more of a spiritual cleansing. This is what I was taught. So what I did was you can either purchase this from any market near you that sells sage. Urban Outfitters has it online. You can get it from Amazon. This particular one, since I relocated to a new area and a new state, I actually have a small like cigar store, kind of like hippie-ish, where they sell like hookah and all of these things, and they sell the cones for this for the sage, and then they sell these. So I purchased this because I have a bigger apartment than my last apartment. My last apartment was just a studio. It was in New York City, very small, it was just in an area that was like unhealthy and unclean, and I felt like I was like literally drowning in there. So that was the first time that I sage, and what I mean by saging is that basically I cleanse myself. So to begin the process, what I did was you take like a lighter or a match or something like that, and you light it and you let it go until the smoke starts. So it'll smoke, and what you want to do is you want to say a prayer. What are your intentions? What do you want? What do you want to cleanse? How are you feeling? Like, what is it that you need to cleanse and make do with it? Was it energy that entered into your apartment that shouldn't have been? Was there somebody's presence there that you feel, or was it just something that you feel like you needed new? Usually what I do is when I go into a new apartment, get a brand new car, or just if I feel like my meditation station needs to be clean, then I'll sage it. And that's when I'll do this. And so how I begin is I just light it, like I said, and I start with myself. So usually I'm standing, but right now my camera won't allow me to do so. So usually I'm standing and I take the sage, I say a prayer to myself, and as I'm burning it, usually you have a feather. You can have a feather or you can do it with your hand. I would recommend the feather. I actually have it over there, but I would recommend the feather. It's lighter, it's easier, it feels even good. So I usually take this and I spread it, make sure the smoke goes all around, and I'll start with my chest and my heart. And I'll cleanse all the way down to my feet, all over my head, make sure this, the smoke is getting it and fanning it. But also what you want is a bowl, because the ashes are a lot. So I picked up a ceramic bowl, which was like 90 cents in the consignment shop or thrift shop. And I picked this up because it's just beautiful and it's cute. And so this would allow me to catch any of the ashes that are falling while I'm cleansing myself. Another thing is, the reason why I'm cleansing myself today is because of all the things that I just mentioned, and I still have yet. There are so many things that are that I'm going through internally and emotionally, and it's kind of draining me. So I felt like, this was the right time to cleanse, and I have yet to cleanse my new home. Another thing is, when you're cleansing your home, you want to cleanse. You want to cleanse around your bed. You want to get the corners and the cracks of the wall, on the ceilings. Unfortunately, I'm in a loft now, so I can't really get up there, but you want to fan it around. Make sure that you have your windows open, because you're cleansing your apartment out. You are cleansing your home. So you want to make sure that the windows are up, the door is slightly cracked. Because when you make it to the door, you want to pray and you want to let go, and you say, I want to let go of anything that's in here that should not be in here, all of the negative energy, whatever it is that's in your heart and how you feel and what you're guided to do. That is how you're going to release the energy from your home. And so as you're releasing, you pray and you be thankful, and you can do it everywhere. Cleanse your bathroom. I have this huge one because I'm actually cleansing the 2 bedrooms, my downstairs, and the home. So that is something that I must do. So I'm just cleansing. I feel like because I'm in a new home and because I'm in a new state, and I just feel like this presence and this energy that I need to relieve. So that is what I'm doing today, and it is for spiritual purification. It's for spiritual cleansing. You will feel good after. Once I cleansed back in January and March, I started to see things shift. And in my home, although I wasn't happy at the location that I was in, I made my home as comfortable as possible. I made it to a point where I was able to, just be and feel good. And I started seeing, orbs in my photos, because I felt like I was doing the right thing. You just have to pray, and you have to go through the motions, and just make sure that you are requesting what it is you want. We know about the secret. We know about the law of attraction. We know about the laws of spiritual success. You want to make sure that you are asking for what it is that you want and need. If any questions, I am starting a blog, so I will be on and present at all time. A lot of the time. This is something new to me as far as spiritually seeking. I've been spiritually seeking for like 2 years. I have been going through so many devastating roller coaster rides and things like that. So it's given me the opportunity to still feel free. It's given me the opportunity to just know that there's a divine purpose for me and a higher purpose, and raising my conscious level, and just being and being good about that. But if there are any questions, also I would recommend Nag Champa, which is, I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right, but these are the incense that I burn, because sometimes sage can smell really, really, really bad. And I recommend these incense, which I think I got for $1.99 inside of the same store. So you can burn that as well. But if any questions, definitely shoot me something. If there's something that you might want to add that I miss, please shoot it over to me. I'm willing to network and meet with people, so I'm really open. And this is the Ebony Nicole channel. Bye.